Hello everyone, konnichiwa. I'm YUCa. Welcome to YUCa Japanese Cooking. Today, we are going to make 3 kinds Japanese pickles. Tsukemono in Japanese. I noticed many of you are interested in Japanese pickles, so I decided to film another video. This time, I will make Beni Shoga, Gari, and Asazuke. Tsukemono is a must for breakfast in Japan, so I'll introduce Japanese breakfast at the end. During this video, I'll introduce useful techniques and cooking ideas, so please watch until the end. Are you ready to cook? Okay, let's get started.
Here are the ingredients.
So 3 kinds tsukemono are done! And I prepared Japanese breakfast. Miso soup, Japanese white rice, grilled salmon with grated daikon radish, and shirasu, small fish. Simmered hijiki seaweed with other vegetables, and konnyaku, Japanese omelette. I decorated like photogenic. Then let's try tasting. Itadakimasu. I'll start with miso soup. I put fried tofu, spinach, and daikon radish. And okay, let's start tasting the Asazuke first. So Japanese food doesn't have much spicy food, so the red chili pepper in this lightly pickled Asazuke is very nice. Now let's try the Gari. We often see Gari served with sushi, but it's also delicious to serve with Japanese breakfast. And it's also good to cut into small pieces to use it as an accent for everyday cooking. Okay, let's try Beni Shoga. Ooh, it's quite salty when eaten alone. The taste will be enhanced if you use it as a topping for slightly sweet. Do you like okonomiyaki, takoyaki, yakisoba, and beef bowl, gyudon? I chopped the Beni Shoga into small pieces. How about with salmon? Harmonized with Beni Shoga. If you are not sweet tooth, I recommend this dish. Okay, how about Japanese omelette? Okay. Very nice. Japanese omelette is sweet, so it's good with sweet flavor dishes. ごちそうさまでした。So here are the tips of today's dishes. And tip about gari. I like very thinly sliced gari, but if you cut the ginger thickly, please bring it to a boil for a longer time until you make sure it gets soft. And tip: when you make gari, please soak the kelp in water beforehand and start with 100 ml and bring to 50 ml, so half. The taste is decided here. And tip: actually, you can put any vegetables to make asazuke, so please try using the leftover veggies in your fridge. So those are the tips. So how was today's video? I hope this video will make you motivate to make Japanese cooking at home. If you want to see other Japanese breakfast menus or recipes, please let me know from the comment box down below. And be sure to hit the like button. And if you haven't, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. And special thanks to Mario and Luigi. He's awake? Yeah, Luigi's awake. Oh, Mario's awake too. Yeah. They're happy to be together in the basket. And you can check today's recipes on my free recipe app. It's called Recipe by YJC. Recipe by YJC. So please download because it's free at the moment. So here's Sui-chan. Hello, konnichiwa. Sui-chan cannot eat the pickles at the moment, but of course, she enjoys Japanese breakfast. And about the kids meals, please check my other videos. I introduce the kids version table setting method. So thank you for watching, everyone. We will see you next time. Bye bye.